Alright fanboys and fangirls, it looks like the AirPod Pro 2s are getting some kind of refresh news. It looks like the AirPod Pros are going to see a new design, but then there's talks of another AirPod Pro refresh again. I'm going to explain the details in this story. Also on today's episode, Samsung's Galaxy Buds Pros are pretty much officially confirmed because Samsung leaked it on their own website. What else is new at this point? And lastly, their own SmartTags were leaked, and I'm going to take a look at them and discuss why I'm starting to get behind these SmartTags and why Samsung is doing the right thing. Well, maybe for a reason. All that on today's episode, so stay tuned. YouTube, what's poppin'? Michael here. Welcome back to Technoid. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you're all staying safe. Now today is actually going to be my last episode, at least for a while. There will be one more episode coming out on Monday, that's really the last episode. But I reiterated in my live stream, if you did not see my live stream, I am going to be taking a break off of YouTube just for some personal time, but also to enhance my editing skills. I will be going to Florida. Very funny. How do you enhance your editing skills? I will be taking my phone with me. I will be taking some equipment. I will film a little bit, but I'm mostly going to be using that time to educate myself on Final Cut Pro and also just kick it back before school starts. So again, I will be gone for a little bit of a time, so I apologize to you guys if I'm gone too long. I really hope to see you guys when I get back. But welcome back everyone. Hope you all are doing well. If you enjoyed the content, if you enjoy what I bring to the table, if you enjoy all my videos, make sure you hit the like button. And to new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. But to those of you considering subscribing, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you do not miss when I upload. And to my returning subscribers, thank you as always. All that out of the way, let's get it going. So story number one, the main story, AirPod Pro 2s. Now as you know, the AirPod Pros are in a year cycle, which I think is pretty respectable. A lot of people are saying that this is a time that Apple might be refreshing the AirPod Pros, and we already know the AirPods, the standard AirPods, are getting a refresh. However, there's a little twist in the story. According to Mac Rumors and a couple of other news outlets, it seems that the AirPod Pro refresh internal specs have already leaked online, and according to this user, Mr. White, and I've taken a look at this back record, and I'm going to disclaim something before we go any further. This leaker, whoever this person is kind of right, but also kind of wrong at times, which I will discuss in the episode. But basically, he has leaked a few images and a couple of codings showing that the new AirPod Pros are going to have a refresh, and he suggests that there are going to be two models with two sizes, and that there will also be the W2 chip, which I don't think we're going to see, but let me explain. Take a look at the images. These are the internal specs, the internal amps, the things that run the AirPods from the inside. That little technology is what make your earbuds work, people. So you better know that from the beginning. But it seems like the sizing looks a little different for each component to go into each earbud. And a lot of speculation has led to believe that there are going to be two models of the AirPod Pros. And I'm here to shut that down. Number one, why would Apple make two versions of a Pro headphone? They have different lineups already available. You have your AirPods and AirPod Pros. What are we gonna do? Call them AirPod Pro Max? Oh Jesus, I just gave them inspiration. It wouldn't make sense for them to make two sizes of the same headphone. It would, however, make sense to make the AirPod refresh very similar to the AirPod Pro design, and then the AirPod Pros themselves, if they get a refresh, have a newer design to distinguish and also improve on. Some people are speculating that the design is going to mirror something small like Samsung and other Google Pixel Buds, but I don't know. I can't really base off of just the internal specs alone, but looking at the sizing, I'm gonna say they're not gonna be two AirPod Pro models. Of course, I could be wrong by saying this, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that one of them is the refreshed AirPod look with the longer design, and then the shorter one possibly could be the AirPod Pro 2 refresh. Now, there hasn't been much word about the AirPod Pro 2 refreshes, but then the user goes on and says that we're gonna see a W2 chip, and that's kind of why I have to disclaim real quick that this leaker, Mr. White, has been right sometimes with leaking details about the iPhone, but he has been completely wrong about a few instances, most notably a braided cable issue with the iPhone 12 where he was completely wrong about that. So all I'm going to say is take this rumor with a grain of salt, but definitely don't be fooled when you hear two models. We are getting two AirPod models, just not two AirPod Pro models. We're going to get a standard AirPod model that's going to be a big refresh because that needs to take the place, and then we're going to maybe see later on down the road when we reach the 2-year mark for the Pros, then we'll see a refresh. Because the AirPod Pros getting a refresh right now doesn't really make sense, and looking at the time frame, you can understand why. Story number 2, keeping up with the momentum, let's shift over to Samsung. Now, as you know, I've been covering the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pros. I've pretty much said everything that I need to know, and I'm gonna make this story really, really quick. If you didn't think the name was going to be Pro, and if you didn't believe these rumors, well, Samsung did it for you because they leaked literally a support page on their own website. They can... You know what? I'm going to just say this, guys, and then I'm moving right on to the last story. This is why Samsung sucks at keeping things a surprise. There are no consequences for their own actions. There are no consequences for leakers. And most of all, anybody can just literally leak something and say it's an exclusive. So I think it's really sad that companies can get easily leaked and they do nothing about it. And Samsung is the biggest one right now. They lead the field with this. So the fact that they leaked their own product and the fact that people were doing it long before them, it just shows Samsung doesn't care. And if they shouldn't care, why should I? And last story, let's talk about those Samsung SmartTags. Now again, another leak, but this one is actually pretty cool because a lot of people have been talking about these. A lot of people have been saying that AirTag's competitor is in the works from Samsung. I had covered the news story showing the schematics, looking at the breakdown, and now we actually have a supposed first image. Now taking a look at the image, it kind of looks like a piece of plastic, and I had a little bit of a debate in there, but a lot of people have been saying, I've been trying to fact check this before I release it. Some people are saying this is actually an accurate image, and basing off the image, it looks pretty decent. It's got a nice cutout hole where you can hang the tracker if you want to put it on keys, if you want to put it in a bag or something along those lines. It also has the Samsung SmartTag name in the back. It has, again, it's using some kind of Bluetooth technology with your Samsung phone. Obviously, Samsung wants to make this product a reality because, of course, Apple is doing AirTags, so anybody that can compete with Apple in these tag kind of base, it makes total sense. Why would you not want to take Apple on, especially in technology that uses ultra wideband and uses Bluetooth range? This is something that I can see a lot of companies levitating towards, and in the case of Samsung, this is actually a very, very good proposition for them because Apple hasn't released it yet, and we don't know exactly when Apple's going to do it, at least which quarter they're going to do it. So if Samsung was to push this out in January for the January event, if they do decide to pull the trigger, this could beat Apple in the competition. They could have a head start, whereas Apple, of course, you know, whenever they do anything, they're always going to be popular. So I'm actually not upset about this. I think if Samsung was to pull the trigger early, they might actually have a pretty good shot. They might actually have a good shot of selling this thing. So I'm really interested to see how the market expands with ultra wideband and how they're going to use this technology, especially with AirTag coming along and now Samsung Smart Tracker. Let me know your thoughts down below. How do you think they're going to utilize ultra wideband, and what do you see ultra wideband being used? Not the 5G variant, the technology ultra wideband that Apple has pushed in their ecosystem, and now companies are taking notice. Let me hear your thoughts down below. And that's for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everybody. I will see you all on Monday for the last episode of Technoid before I get back. Thank you for watching, and peace!